We got a very interesting weapon on our hands here, a very special weapon. And out of all the weapons I've reviewed over the past year or so, this one right here is around the top. And that's crazy to say. And I'm not just saying that to say that. I want to show you what it can do, what it's doing. You're going to see it. And as always, I'm going to fully break it down. The Lodbrok-C is incredible. It hits everything that you need, and it's going to be meta immune. All things considered, straight up one of the better weapons out there. Set up a particular way. It's an auto rifle, and let's not act like auto rifles haven't been really good before. So in this review, I have a lot of details to go over, lots of things to know, strengths, weakness, all around play. It's good, like really good. I've acquired an army of them, and they're not bad to obtain. It's a world drop, so possibly at the end of an activity, maybe the gunsmith brings it, maybe the gunsmith as a rank up, maybe a random umbral turn in, maybe on a track for, let's say, Iron Banner, it can drop as a powerful, but the best way is to focus at last season's star chart. Hakke umbral, it's 1 umbral Ingram and 10 legendary shards. You have a 1 out of 6 shot, and we take that. We take that all day. What you're seeing in the background, and going to continue to see until it's changed, is polygonal flared perpetual motion kill clip handling masterwork. It's got a counterbalance mod, so 100 recoil direction, pure stopping power, great roll. Really enjoyed it. You're gonna see the stopping power, but I don't think that this is the best roll. It's a straight up redrop of Halfdan. I mean, look at Halfdan, look at Lodbrok. Same gun, and as a matter of fact, put on the Hakke history shader to get a shined up Halfdan, and like at this point, it's proven to raise your KD by 9 and your PvP KD by 2.7. But from Halfdan to Lodbrok, it's not a lateral move at all. Like, this is an upgrade. You can't get Halfdan anymore. Of course, this is Hakke. You have the breach armaments. There's 6 other legendary high impacts, and there's only 1 other kinetic, false promises, but the base stats are great. The second highest range, 35 is the highest ability stat of the legendary high impacts. Like, Halfdan has 20 base stability, it had scopes. It's got 39 handling, which is the highest of the 6. 31 reload, the second lowest. 88 recoil direction, perfect. You can work with that. 55 aim assist, middle of the pack, 1.9 times zoom, and it's 0.1 off of the base scout zoom that is 2 times. As a high impact auto, in the Crucible, these deal 36 to the head, 22 to the body. Similar to a high impact pulse, right? Those also do 36 to the head, 22 to the body. Same but different. The burst comes out fast and has a delay. This is a continuous 360 RPM stream. It's got a 0.83 TTK with 6 bullets. Very competitive. A 5 bullet kill, as you see in some of the kill clip gameplay, 44 per crit. A 5 bullet kill is a 0.66, that's shredding. 1.9 times zoom, 78 range, that's 36.4 meters. At that point in the current sandbox, it competes against well-rolled Ostringer's palindromes, roses, Exalted Truths, the high end of range with these hand cannons, usually with rangefinder. This can get to 100 range, which is 40.3 meters. Now, when you start getting to 38, 40 meters on this, that's dipping into pulse range. Like a 100 range messenger is 43 meters. Lodbrok can and will dual pulses really well. Like in 90% of this gameplay, it's Iron Banner and it's versus pulses, and this thing's smacking them around. So range-wise, if auto rifles ever get buffed, whatever way, maybe it's range, it's going to be better. I don't see them nerfing AR range. If hand cannons, for whatever reason, get a range buff, it's going to compete. If they get a range nerf, this gets even better. If pulses get a range nerf, this is going to get better. I don't see pulses getting any type of range buff, so it does feel like it's kind of meta immune. Something would have to be done to the high impact class or auto rifles in a negative way, which I don't see happening. So when you're looking at the barrels, magazine, it's kind of set up for success out of the gate because high range, a little over 36 meters, and you're going to be adding to it. Recoil directions of 88. So if you miss recoil direction on the barrel, chambered, extended, that gets it to 98, which is, we can almost call that 100, right? It's right there. Arrowhead is obviously 100. You can place a counterbalance mod to make it 100. That's what I did. There's a lot to love. High range that competes, recoil direction is going to be 98 or 100. The next crucial part is that it has the best stability of these high impacts at 35. So we have ricochet rounds instead of accurized. Just that alone gets it to 45 stability. And on a high impact, we haven't seen too many highly stable high impacts. Things like polygonal, we have small bore is going to get that up. There's the masterwork, and then there's perks. There's a lot of things that can happen to the range and stability. And remember, they buffed auto rifles. They made them more stable. So if this gets to 50 range, it's actually 10% more stable. At 100, which it cannot get, it's 20% more stable. So less visual and actual recoil. Autos feel really good right now. So you want the range up, you want the stability up, pick the best option available. Sometimes that's going to be a barrel that does have recoil help. At that point, don't put on a counterbalance mod, it'll be at 98. If you go with another option, do put on a counterbalance mod. The mag, ricochet, or high cal for PvP, I prefer ricochet. And for PvE, like appended mag, extended mag, a mag option. For the perks in the third column, dynamic sway reduction. As you're firing, it's building up accuracy and stability. Demolitionist, which is great. Osmosis, great. Perpetual motion's great. 4 times a charm, fragile focus. In the final column, kill clip, Adrenaline Junkie, Cascade, Wellspring, Target Lock, Tap the Trigger. Lots of good combinations. And that's something to know. Like from this point on, there are combinations that are going to do well. PvE has things like Demo Wellspring, great for grenade builds. We have Osmosis for that utility. For the Crucible, you've been seeing Perpetual Motion Kill Clip. At ×2, it's 65 stability. Get that going with Kill Clip. Super stable, hits far, and it's helping with damage drop off. If I don't get the 5-bullet kill, it slaps. It's really good. I also have things like Perpetual Motion Tap the Trigger. So Tap the Trigger is plus 40 stability on the trigger pull. You pair that with getting Perpetual Motion to ×2 on a 50 base stability. For 0.6 seconds, it's at 100 stability, along with accuracy help and recoil help. Like if you get something like this, it's going to do well. It feels great. Then we have Perpetual Motion Adrenaline Junkie. I've had a lot of fun with this one. Land a grenade, final blow, and go. Really good rolls on this thing. Maybe Demo Kill Clip, Dynamic Sway Kill Clip. But the one that I could not put down, and the one that really got me thinking about things that's really special, is Target Lock. And it's crazy how Target Lock works on this thing. It is really good. The roll that I have is Dynamic Sway, Target Lock. It's got 100 recoil, 45 stability. And the more I thought about it, the more I broke it down, thought about scenarios, prove scenarios. It's something that we haven't seen. And I think that this is the main perk to go for, even with things like Perpetual Motion Kill Clip. Like this is what sets this weapon apart. Makes it complete. With Target Lock, all you're doing is landing shots. It has to be continuous shots, and if you miss, the perk stops. We have up to 40 meters of range. It duels all the hot weapons in the game. It has the high stats where you need them to be. In the Crucible, it activates after 3 straight bullets landed. It could be the body, could be the head. It deals 36 to the head. When Target Lock procs, on the 4th bullet, it starts dealing 42 per crit. 16% more damage, and for the body, it goes from 22 to 26, 18% more damage. So a very basic way to look at it, like all intents and purposes, it's like you're getting Frenzy in every gunfight at the end of the magazine. But you don't have to be in combat, you just need to land your shots. Well, this damage bump puts a ton of pressure on your enemy. The whole goal is the TTK, a 6-bullet kill. That's for the .83, but with this perk, that happens a number of routes. With how the damage works, there's various ways to get a 5 or 6 bullet kill. Like if they're low res enough, it will 5-bullet them. 36, 36, 36, 42, 42. I have done that a lot. Now the 6-bullet kill, 2 body, 4 crit, .83, 22, 22, 36, 36, 42. I've also done it with double 22s, double 36s, double 42s. There's the 6-bullet kill of 22, 36, 36, and then 42s after that. It puts a lot of pressure on them. But another crazy thing that it can do, I've even had times where it's 3 body, 3 crit, triple 22, triple 42. Crazy good. And again, a lot of this is versus pulses and outdueling them, because especially at range, like you're extending that out, like when you break it down, it's helping ease of use. It can 5-shot, and it does it a lot. It can 2-body, 4 crit. It can 3-body, 3 crit. At a distance past the fall off, and the high impact ARs hold damage for a good bit. So the damage you get back down to the base 36, or it's going to be in the 40s. If any shield is applied, or a healing grenade, a Target Lock 42 will erase that the moment that it happens. Whereas a 36 or below, it takes a couple shots to take that away. And not to mention something like Radiant. It's going to do 39 crit, 46 when Target Lock is up, so that's going to 5-bullet anything. And then when you start thinking about it, if you're able to 5-bullet now in regular PvP, doing the triple 36, double 42. In something like Trials, if you're a raid boss over them, you have a higher power level, you're doing 37 or 38 per crit, well, the Target Lock damage is going to go to 43, 44, 45. You're going to be able to 5-bullet them, no problem, for a power advantage. And again, when I talk about doing the triple 36, double 42, that's a .66. Lightning fast. I've played with all the rolls. Perpetual Motion Kill Clip, Adrenaline Junkie, Max Stability, Tap the Trigger. All of them are good. I had a lot of fun. If you get them, try them. It's a great weapon. But I kept coming back to Target Lock. Like, I could not believe Target Lock. It's nothing like I've ever used. Various routes to hit the base TTK, like easy ways to hit the base TTK. And a lot of times, out of nowhere, depending on them, you're going to get a .66 out of nowhere. And all you're doing is landing shots. The .83 can have a couple body shots in it. Crazy perk. As I said from the start, it's one of the better weapons I've used in a long time because of this perk. On this archetype, don't really care what people say about that, because I play this game a ton, used a ton of rolls, use a lot of weapons. Know the archetype. Target Lock Lodbrok is crazy. It is special. It's smacked around good players using really good meta guns. So if you get one, you use it, I think that you're going to see it. M&K or controller, I would ideally want it to go one of two ways. Range Masterwork, small bore ricochet, that's 100 range, 52 stability. You would add on a counterbalance mod to get the recoil to 100. You don't have to, but auto targeting, it's 2 energy to help the aim down sight speed. It's going to be great. Since it has the range, you can go, like, let's say, Stability Masterwork, Small Bore Ricochet, 90 range, 62 stability, or even Polygonal. You have Target Lock. Now, the pairing is going to be Perpetual Motion or Dynamic Sway. Now, Dynamic Sway, it's one of the only perks in the game that just gives free accuracy. Usually, accuracy is not given. Like, heating up needs a kill. Eye of the Storm needs you to get in low health. Like, this is just giving you accuracy as you're firing, adding up to plus 10 stability. In M&K, you're not going to feel the stability part, but the accuracy help is helping you. Perpetual Motion, obvious reasons. Like the 2 rolls that I went over at ×2, the 62 stability goes to 77. Like it's going to be helping the handling a ton, the reload a ton. Those are the 2 main to pair with Target Lock. I get the range as high as you can go, stability as high as you can go, 100 recoil direction. It's ready to rock. And Cascade is pretty wild too. Like I kept trying and trying. I don't have clips to show you. You can go check Twitter, other videos on that. It's kind of niche, kind of special. Final blows are sustained precision hits with another weapon, increases weapon's rate of fire for a short duration. Kind of works like Harmony, kind of not. Switching over to it, getting the faster fire rate, and it's going to melt. But even then, from what I've seen and played with, it's Target Lock. For PvE, we have tried and true combinations, if you're into that kind of thing. Nothing wrong with like Demo Kill Clip right now, because Kill Clip's refreshable, or will be soon. Demo Wellspring for nade builds. This is one of the ones that I wanted and I got. It's really good on a Devour Lock. Osmosis is there, but for PvE, I would probably go 4 times a Charm Target Lock. Target Lock scales damage as you keep firing and hitting shots. So in the scenario that I have with appended mag and backup mag, we got 41 bullets. The 10th bullet is 20% more damage, 20 bullets is 28, 30 is 33, 40. Getting towards the end of the magazine, it's getting up to about 40% more damage. So you would have 4 times a Charm to have more time with that. It looks good, it looks really good. And maybe you have damage on top from another source. Maybe weapons, a lighter, whatever it is, another source. All in all, very impressed. It's got the right stats, really good perks, but Target Lock is really something else. I want more weapons with it to see how the TDKs shake out when it comes to the Crucible. Like it's been proven viable on the machine gun for PvE, so I want more. If you're new here, remember to hit the subscribe button, and if you are subscribed, thank you so much for your support. Let's talk about Lodbrok down below, your thoughts. It's kind of easy to get once you start focusing, and I want you to try Target Lock. Like, if you have tried it, tell us about it. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.